character arcs. Today, we're focusing on the characters, and this is actually quite interesting for me because I spoke in an earlier video about how I have several characters and how I believe that my book is probably more on the character side than it is on the plot side. But now that my plot is becoming more developed and more solid in my mind, I'm realizing it may actually be the other way around. Case in point, today I want to speak about character arcs because character development is so very, very important when it comes to a story. At least to me, I really do love character-driven books because they're so compelling. But I think that's more so because usually I'm reading from a human perspective, even in a fantastical world where they have magic and all of these different systems that they're working with. At the end of the day, they usually are still human. They still face most of the things that humans face. They go through the same emotions that we go through. And so their development follows a trajectory that a regular humans would. But now I'm writing a story where a lot of my characters, or a lot of the characters that I've written already, are supernatural beings that are incapable of any of that. They are not human. And so right now, I'm struggling with character development in a sense because it's not a case of this character will realize the wrong in their past actions, or they're going to see someone do something or be called out on something and then be led to change. They are incapable of it. They are very much incapable of it. They're supernatural beings. They're demons and angels. They're set in their being. They can't change. They can't switch to the side of good or evil. They can't be doing that. And so I'm sat here like, if that's the case, what will be the character development, or what will be the trajectory of their arc? And now I'm thinking, if you're a demon, your trajectory is basically to get more demonic. And that's just like, whoa, how dark do I want to go? Because the only place you can go is deeper. You can only get darker. You can only get more evil. You can only plot more. That's all you can do. And for the case of an angelic being, I guess you can only get better, which is why I'm even more convinced, now more than ever, I should say, that I need to definitely have more of a focus on the humans in my world, give them more of a storyline, because yes, I can certainly give a story to the supernatural beings. I can make them more evil. I can make them go to the depths of crazy and the depths of darkness with their storylines, 100%. And I might do so. But once again, one of the things I love when I read books is the human element, seeing that character grow and that character develop. Even in the case of a character going from positive to negative, that's still development of some sort that is really enjoyable to read. Because once again, as a human, I can relate to all that they're going through. As a human who is capable of basic empathy, I can. Even if it's a case of, oh, they turned away from the good side and became evil, I can understand the circumstances which led them to this decision. Or I can understand it. I don't know if I will ever agree sometimes, but I can understand it because I'm human and I can understand everything that they've gone through that has led them to this moment. And so here I am, and I'm stuck on what I thought was a strength of mine when writing my story, which is the character. Because yes, the characters I think are well developed now, but a book where there isn't much change or there isn't much growth or deterioration in a character's personality or their life, like, it isn't as compelling to read because it seems as though you're just reading a straight line. Nothing has changed. There has to be some movement when it comes to a book that has a character focus or is centered on the character. And now I'm thinking, are you actually not more centered on the plot when you really, really think about it? So it's a bit difficult, the position I'm finding myself in, but we're going to get somewhere. I'm really, really happy to say I did achieve the goal that I was aiming for the end of this week, which is to arrive at 45,000 words. Now, that's really, really great, but the goal for next week or the end of next week is to get to 60,000 words. And I think by the end of next week, I might end up finding that I'm more focused on plot. And it's really, really interesting to see. But yeah, character development, I say it's very, very important. You have to make sure that your character arc is not stagnant. It needs to move. It needs to go somewhere. It cannot be a straight line. And in that, I think I'm a bit stuck. But I'll let you guys know how we get on with that as we go on. But that is it for today. I will see you guys tomorrow.